Welcome to the Chris and Sam podcast. Pull up a bar stool and join us for a random conversation, guaranteed to make you think or your money back.
Hey guys, welcome to the Chris and Sam podcast. My name is Sam, and sitting across from me is my co-host or shared host, I don't know what you are, Chris.
I'm Chris.
From the Chris and Sam podcast.
Yeah. So I'm not hungover this time. I may be a little dozy, a little
dozy,
tired.
but that's okay.
Tired,
that's normal.
Yeah.
That's expected.
Sam's quite used to that by now. So, yes. But yeah, no, it's been a very busy week so far.
For you?
For me, it's incredibly busy.
Not so much for me.
Yeah, so I've had two night shoots this week.
In Auckland.
In Auckland for a feature film. I think I can say it's called The Wonder. I don't think I can tell you anything about it.
So this film's called The Wonder. We're not going to talk any more about it, but it is on. You can look.
I can say I'm extra. I'm in the background. I'm a heavy.
And it is on IMDb, so you can.
It's on IMDb, so you can look it up
about.
and see what it is. So director's Norman Stone. There's Mike. Is it Mike Edwards? I forget his surname. Mike Edwards? Mike anyway.
Mike's there.
Mike's one of the actors, and Emmett Skillett, and a couple of other Skillett. Oh fuck, I can't remember now.
It's pretty rough.
I don't get to talk to most of these people, of course.
He's not allowed to. The main thing about this whole production, when you talk to Chris, is the catering is really good.
The catering is amazing. Except we had one meal yesterday because it was supposed to be a shorter day, and supposed to be. And then they brought out like a snack thing. But they didn't have a vegetarian option.
I was going to say, it was full of meat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was choice of chicken or beef. And I'm like, oh, no thanks. But yeah, no, it's all right. I don't mind that.
It's a bit rough on their part.
Oh, it's all good. I'm okay with it. So anyway, yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's a big budget movie. Well, for me, the biggest budget movie I've been on before this is probably $8,500, which was our one. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. 94 hours, and part of that Taking Liberties, which had a different name in the end. I can't remember.
There's a bit of a story behind that one.
Yeah, and that was a New Zealand funded film. It's probably a $2-3 million film, I'm guessing. That was certainly elaborate at the time, but this one's probably nearer, and I don't know the exact figure, but I'd say near a $20 million budget. It's 5 weeks of shooting in China and 4 weeks of shooting here. No, before you ask, I'm not going to China to do any of the shooting. The shooting's already been done over there. So, yeah.
Excellent.
So that's part of my busy week, and the other part was
sorting out your car.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's not go there. That would depress me, and I'd have to think about all those bills that are going to be coming in. But yeah, in the midst of this, I thought, right, I got this new car, and it needs a radiator. I'll get the radiator done. In the gap between trips to Auckland, because I'm going up to Auckland every second day this week. And they fixed the radiator. It was a little bit more expensive than I expected, but okay, that's cool. And they go, oh yeah, when we fixed it and put it under pressure, your water pump is stuffed. I'm like, oh okay, well that's all right. I just got to go up to Auckland tomorrow. Oh, I wouldn't do that because if the water leaks out of the water pump and it makes an airlock, it will do something which will screw your head gasket and cost you $2,500 to fix, and it probably just wouldn't be worth it on that car. So I wouldn't drive it to Auckland. I'm like, yay! So I need to get a water pump and head cam belt done, and that's about $600-700. So that was my fun times with cars. But anyway, I managed to get somebody's looking at it at the moment, A&A Automotive. I'll shout out to Andrea and Artie. They kindly gave me a courtesy car to run up to Auckland and back for the next few days, because I'm doing that all week. But I went up with Sam and Sam's little monster car on Wednesday, because I can't even remember what day it is today.
He doesn't even know what day it is today.
Oh, because I've been working from 3 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning. Twice this week, basically, and so that's...
It must be hard to judge things, though, because I don't work Monday to Friday, normally, and Tash is never here, and you're unemployed, so...
Yeah, we're all over the show at the moment. I shouldn't say I was unemployed.
No, sorry.
I'm variously employed.
Yeah, that's it. You're multitasking in the employment stakes.
Something like that. So, yeah, but Wednesday we went up for the Social Media Club Auckland, or SMCAKL, as they like to be called, podcasting panel, which I hosted, which went down really, really well. So big thank you to all the podcasters that turned up and did that. There is a, what do you call it, a live cast, which has been recorded on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
so
what we'll do is we'll
embed
embed that into the show notes for this.
Yep.
The sound quality is real crap for the first almost 20 minutes. After that, it goes good. Obviously, not something I can control. Or we couldn't control that.
It wasn't his laugh
It
affecting
wasn't
the audio. If you're
Actually,
wondering,
did I even laugh on stage? Not really.
you did once.
I did at least once.
You did
Okay.
once because I remember mentioning it to Guy.
Oh no! What did you tell him?
I said, "There's the laugh. There's so much laughing. I'm building a website about the laugh."
Okay, all right. Anyway, so I almost said something to the guys at the studio because I've been told off for laughing on this shoot of The Wonder because the other day it was 2:00. We'd been there for I don't know, almost 12 hours. Like we're tired. 2 a.m. wet because we're running around under fake rain, whatever you call it.
Rain machine.
Rain machine, absolutely soaking wet, and so we're telling a few jokes or whatever to raise spirits, and I let out a fairly good laugh,
An epic.
a hearty laugh.
And if you haven't heard of Chris laugh, I might have to insert one here.
No.
I'll get it from the archives that I'm building.
No, and that from the huddle because they're not shooting. We're resetting and stuff, and we've just finished a rehearsal or a shoot or whatever it was, and a take, and then there's a big yell from across the site because we're outside, and it's like, "Quiet on set, we're discussing things over here." Because my laugh was too loud, it was interrupting.
Especially at night, your laugh would pierce the night sky, scare small animals, wake children up, and alert neighbours, and they'd be like, "What's going on?" It's all right. It's just Chris. He's
the nearest
laughing.
neighbour is miles away.
That doesn't matter. Your laugh would carry. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's like
so
an
anyway.
echo. Imagine laughing in like a cavern.
And we just got
That'd be great.
to site last night, and we were joking around because now we know each other. All the extras, the 8 of us heavies in our crew, and we made some sort of comment, and I cracked up laughing. And this woman comes running into the courtyard where we are, yelling into our RT. I was like, "Fuck!" And the guys are going, "What?" I was like, "Oh, that's right. I thought she was going to tell me off for laughing again." And I'm just cracking up.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah. That's how you get known in the industry.
It is. I was thinking I might have to sort out their website very soon.
Oh, God. So anyway, but getting back to the point, Social Media Club Auckland went really well. Podcasting panel, you can hear some of that stuff on, or watch some of that on the, or all of that, on the, what do you call it? Live stream, YouTube thing, which we'll
Check out the chrisandsampodcast.com for that.
Yeah, episode 57.
Yep.
Yes. So that's cool. And we had Will Fleming of
My Kiwi Life.
Kiwi Life was there. Sarah Spear of The Parentalist, which is on a hiatus at the moment. She was a panelist, very interesting. And Paul Spain, who is, I should say, nzpodcast.com.
Yep.
.nz.
One day Chris will get it right.
What is it? Global Voice Media. He's Global Voice Media. That's what I know. I couldn't remember what
Yes,
his
and
website
Guy
is.
and Harley came from the Guy and Harley podcast.
Yeah, so I got Harley up for a... I asked a question. Oh, no, the audience asked a question. I pulled
Harley up.
Harley up from the audience, said, "This guy will answer it better than
Did you
anybody
see?
else."
Did you see they've asked for the sponsor? Did you see his picture? He goes, "Here I am, impromptu thing at the SMCAKL." He goes, "Oh, I'm holding this drink," and it was the cider.
Record League.
Yeah. And he's messaged them on Facebook and said, "Oh, hey, I was holding your cider. Want to be a sponsor on our podcast?"
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Nice.
I saw that this morning.
But I figured he should get up on stage and say something since he drank more than anybody else. Did you see him keep getting up throughout the event, going to the bar and get more free drink?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
Nobody else did that. Nobody. I'm standing at the front the whole time. Nobody got
Oh, yeah, I would have grabbed 3. Like, I would have grabbed a bunch and come back. But I guess they wouldn't have given it to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a heavy drinker, so...
Yeah, but that was cool. So, it was really good to catch up with Guy and Harley. But the funniest part of the evening was afterwards we went to catch up with Vaughan Davis at the Fukuko Bar. Fukoku Bar.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, Fukoku.
Okay.
We went to the Fukoku Bar and we get in there.
The first thing about this bar is it's pretty tiny.
It's tiny. It's a tiny little bar with a lot of spirits and all the rest of it there, and a bearded hipster.
I think he
dude.
sounded Argentinian or something to me.
Yeah. He definitely had an interesting accent, and he had spent 11 years doing bar stuff around the world, and he's just amazing.
He knew all the cocktails.
Yeah, that's what he told us. So we get there, and there's this lineup of glasses with ice in them, big ice cubes, and he's like mixing the drink and shaking it. And Vaughan's at the bar, and he goes, I'm just waiting for my drink, and I'm looking at all these things that are getting made. I'm going, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, we've got a tab going. Grab yourself a beer. Grab
yourself a drink.
And,
they'll bring them over.
And order some food as well, and they'll bring them over. I'm just like, okay. And so we look at each other, and I'm like, I don't really want a cocktail. I prefer a beer, but I guess if that's what they're having. So looked at these guys. They're all sort of like, I suppose a cocktail then. Yeah, right. And so I said to the guy, what's your speciality? And he said he goes around the world and does everything.
Everything. You do whatever you want.
So I said, dude, you pick something for us. It'll be cool. And so we went down and sat down. Well, and this is on Vaughan's tab. And it turns out that Vaughan was getting a beer. I didn't even know they'd sold beer there because I had a quick look and I didn't even notice the beer. And
I don't think the beer ever turned up.
He never got his beer. But he was waiting for these cocktails to be made because there's only one barman in this bar.
That's how flash it is. That's how you.
The guy turns up with all these cocktails for us. And he goes, "We're drinking beers. Why have you got cocktails?" I'm like, "I thought all those cocktails were being made for you." So we felt pretty stink, and I think Vaughan may slightly hate us now.
Yeah, we're never being invited to a bar ever again by him.
Those guys are having a drink on my tab again.
Because they were like $20 or $25 cocktails.
Probably.
But the dumb thing was there was 4 of us and the guy brought 5 over and 2 of them were non-alcoholic. So I think the 5th one he made for Vaughan.
Yeah, I think Vaughan's
because
beer
Vaughan's beer never turned up.
Yeah, Vaughan's beer turned up into a non-alcoholic diabetes-inducing sweet cocktail.
Oh,
was it what? That was Sam's because he was driving back.
But I think the downside, the problem was it was because there was one bartender. He was doing about 10 things at once and talking to people.
Yeah,
so he doesn't know. He just kept making cocktails. If everyone there had a bar tab, he just adds on whatever.
Yeah. So Vaughan, if you're listening, and I know you're not, but if you were, I'm sorry about that, bro.
We didn't mean
to. We didn't mean to do that. There was a total misunderstanding, and we thought you had ordered cocktails, and we're like, cocktails? Oh, no. But anyway, all good. It was a great night. Social Media Club Auckland. It was the last one for this year, and I think, should I go on record as saying this?
Probably not.
Probably not, but I will say it anyway. So it's not on record. It's just being said on
it's just between us and you.
Just between you and me. All of you and me. Yeah, we might have to revive the Social Media Club Hamilton in the new year.
Sounds good.
Because I had been running that and I got really busy with different things, work and then redundancy. And then and it fell over because I was doing it all myself. So anyway, we might do that again next year. Bit of Social Media Club Hamilton action happening down in the Tron. That's my spiel. I've been doing all the talking. I've been carrying this podcast. Come on, move on.
Yeah, it's your little outro.
So Sam has been suffering.
Well, I have been suffering. So was it last week or the week before? I don't know. maybe 2 weeks ago, I got really, really tired, like worse than what I normally am. I am very fond of naps. It's my favourite pastime. Sleeping is way up there as well, but naps are great. And I got super tired at work, and I don't have...
And I want to stress here that when we say he got super tired at work, it's not because of the ultimate amount of exertion that he experiences at work. There's not a lot of exertion at Sam's work. I'm just saying that.
I know. I don't exert anything at work, which is good.
It's a lot of sitting, right? So office type.
It's office type work. But I got really tired, so much so that I thought something was wrong with me. So I went to the doctor, got a whole bunch of blood tests from my doctor's grown a moustache for Movember, I guess. He probably grew it on the first day, though, because he looks like he's rather hairy. So that was good, and I didn't actually get the test back. I had to ring them up because if you're okay, they don't tell you anything, so which is weird. So I spoke to the receptionist lady, and she said, "Wow, no, you're fine. Everything's fine. You're perfect." And I said, "But I'm really, really tired." And she said, "Just sleep more." And I said, "No, that's not right." So, of course, when you don't know
what was the scale? Tell us the scale again on the
the scale for iron is between 20 and 400, and I'm at 79, which apparently is completely normal. Like, you have to be below 20 to be iron deficient.
Yeah, but
I don't know. This is what
400 at 79.
I know. I said to the woman, I was like, well, she didn't even know. I said, why is it such a wide range? Why is it not like 0 to 100 and then who knows? Anyway. So you do, of course, what you do when you don't know what's wrong with you. You
Google it.
No, you mention it on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tweeted it. I just went, I'm super tired.
Oh, that's what you do when you're too lazy to Google.
Yes.
Tweet.
You just tweet. So then Gussie Palor came back to me. That's the Twitter handle. Gussie Palor.
Gussie Palor.
Yep.
As in Pussy Galore, but...
Yeah. Known her for ages. Well, I've been a friend of hers on Twitter. I have no idea who she is, but her account is locked, so you can't follow her. Anyway, she said, look in this thing called adrenal fatigue, and you could possibly do with these herbal supplements that are made for it. So I looked up this thing called adrenal fatigue, and there's a adrenalfatigue.co.nz website. Went through it, and pretty much all the conditions is what I've been going through.
Ticked all his boxes.
It got to the point where you sleep for 8 hours, you wake up, you feel okay, and then within an hour, you have to go back to sleep again for another hour-long nap.
Yeah.
That's not normal, apparently.
No, that is not normal.
So, ordered some pills online from a reputable supplier, not some sort of shady backroom deal thing.
Not Canadian Pharmacy.
No.
Because they send me offers all the time.
I bet they do, Chris. I bet, you and your 10,000 email bloody inbox would have offers from everyone. So, tried these pills and got them on Wednesday. Yesterday was Thursday. Felt absolutely amazing. Was on form. Everything was fine. Laser focus with everything. And was still wide awake at 11 o'clock last night. And today's going really well as well. So... adrenal fatigue. Look it up if you are feeling exhausted all the time.
It may be a real thing and not just a naturopath made it up just to make a bit of money thing.
No, they've got doctors. They're quoting doctors, Chris.
Yeah, because that's always a good thing.
Actually, if you read the actual website, the doctor dude that came up with it or whatever, he recommends you have to have like 5 different pills.
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll just stick with the one. So that was pretty good. I'm really happy, actually, that I'm feeling a lot better.
I mean, with the adrenal fatigue pills and your inversion table, you like coming on. You're like the new man,
Oh, and going to the gym.
And going to the gym. And you said the gym yesterday was pretty onto it with your coordination with the whole.
Well, yesterday I was
pills.
So awake and focused that I was actually coordinated at the gym for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Because normally, you were at the back with me the other day, so.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I had to leave early. And then I really had to leave early. I had to leave early because I had to go to an appointment. And then I really had to leave early because I pulled my hamstring.
He hurt himself.
Got a bit carried away doing a jumping kick. What a knob. I always do that. Anyway, so
So getting carried away, it seems like people on Kickstarter got a bit carried away with backing.
Oh, man, the Zano, was it Zano?
You put the story in here.
Yeah, I know. Zano, I think it was called, Zano. But yeah,
Zano.
They raised £2.3 million for these micro drones that does cameras. And when I say micro drones, it's 4 propellers, but
fits in the palm
of your hand.
And it was the most funded European Kickstarter ever.
And they just went bust. They got orders for 15,000 of these drones, which, when you say that, 15,000 of these drones, that's a good production line, right? So you got scale. If it was 500, that would be pretty bloody expensive per drone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
Once you get over, I think, 5,000, you're starting to get into normal figures. And when you get to 15,000, that's a pretty substantial order. Like, you should be able to knock that right down to bugger all. In terms of, one setup, get it all sorted out, get that process done and build them. But they managed to make and deliver 600 out of the 15,000 before going bust.
The story that you've linked to was November the 19th. And on November the 18th, they've got the official statement on the Kickstarter, but only for the backers only, so I can't see it. Because the only reason I thought it was weird is they've had 49 updates about this thing. So, there's all sorts of work going on in the background. Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, £2.3 million. You'd expect they'd get some stuff done.
I don't know. I think it doesn't. I don't think it matters how much money you've got. If you don't have the processes and systems in place at the start, it'll all fall flat.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I mean, I know that there are times where oversubscription can screw it up for you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what their previous track record is, because this. I don't know what else they've done.
Yeah, and it is pretty. It's pretty annoying because to me, it's like if they had gone to a professional design company in China or something and said, we want 15,000 of these. Here's the basic spec. We'll give you £1 million. They would have got them. They would have got 30,000 for that.
Yeah. Well,
okay, maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but still. And what bugs me about things like that is, I bet you they all got a salary and a company car and shit. That really bugs the hell out of me.
Lots of people are complaining on this that, look, there's a change.org petition about it and all sorts. They're complaining that, this stuff happens and Kickstarter doesn't do anything about it. This person's reported to action fraud in the UK. There's all sorts, so many angry people. What's the base price for one of these things?
This is going to really hit.
There you go. It was £139 to get one.
Yeah, for the super early bird, it's a bit more normally. Oh, is it? Not much more.
Not much. No. Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
It's about £150 roughly, I think, for a normal one.
Yeah. I tell you what, their video was amazing. So their marketing was obviously very good.
And look,
as seen on BBC, Fox News, TechCrunch, the Huffington Post.
And multitude of other ones.
Gazillion websites. There was a lot of money spent on that marketing.
They've got all these videos on how they made it.
What's the problem is going to be for Kickstarter itself, right? Loads of people got burnt. This has got going to be a huge story everywhere, particularly in Europe, obviously. And they're just going to go, oh no, Kickstarter's a fraud. Don't do anything on Kickstarter. And it's really going to hit Kickstarter hard, I think. Kickstarter put out a thing saying, oh, well, we don't guarantee we're just a facilitator. We don't guarantee, the projects that go through us, which I think any normal person would realize. But Kickstarter's become so mainstream, people think it's just like a shop. They're thinking it's like Amazon.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's not.
But
you and I know it's not.
Yeah,
normal people know it's not. Dumb people don't.
It looks like they started working on this in 2013.
Okay.
They did a lot of layout for the PCB boards and stuff.
Anyway, it's probably getting a bit boring now, so let's move on.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, Kickstart is a drop kick this time.
Yes, drop kick that.
Drop kick the whole of Kickstarter, really.
And what have you got come? Is it this weekend you've got your film thing?
So we have the 24-hour movie marathon, and I will be tweeting #24HRMM for 24-hour movie marathon, and let you know what the movies are that we will be.
Are you allowed to
viewing.
do that?
I don't know. Maybe I won't be. I'll be telling you what sort of flavored chips I'll be eating while I'm viewing the undisclosed movies that I'm viewing.
So what? You've done this before. What are your tips about surviving the 24-hour thing?
I should get one of those rubber rings that you sit on It's really
I'm glad you said to sit on. I didn't know where that story was going to go.
No, I took a pillow last time. You definitely need a pillow. I've got bambillos this time, so I might take a couple of those. Well, they're not really bambillos. They're sort of
The cheap Chinese knockoff. Well,
cheap Chinese
he's got
knockoff.
chanchillos.
Chanchillos. The cheap Mexican Chinese knockoffs. Yeah, no. So I've got a couple of bamboo type pillows that I'll take along this time. Yeah, and the neck cushiony thing. And apparently the seats this year are going to be worse than the seats last year. I'm like, is that even possible? They went, oh yeah, it is.
Is it a different location?
It's a different location. So it's the location they used to use.
Oh.
Last year they couldn't use it because something else was on it, conflicted.
Okay.
So they went to a new place, which is a more run down, but the seats apparently were better. And I'm like, I thought they were horrible. That was the old school seats.
Yeah,
you know, like from 40 years ago. And yeah, apparently we're going back to these other ones, and they're even worse. So that'll be fun. But there's a big crew of us going, and I know some people in Auckland that are going as well. So I'll probably know a dozen people there.
Excellent. Chris gets
pretty cool.
Chris gets the award for knowing a dozen people.
I know, but that's like, how many people do you know that would go to something like that? Bugger all, but I've got all these people that I know randomly that will be there. Like,
that's true.
Geez.
So looking forward to seeing the tweets and getting the updates.
Yeah.
What time does it kick off?
2:00 on Saturday, I think.
Okay, very good.
Yep. So by the time you listen to this podcast, I'll be probably getting out of it or still in there for the last hour or something. If you get the podcast as soon as it comes out.
No, you'll still be in there for a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. So I'll be out on 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Yep.
And then I'm staying up there, and Monday and Tuesday we have the IT Shop Conference, and I have a speaking, I guess I'll call it my speaking debut, really.
He's going to talk to a bunch of IT managers about
the power of story.
And it's going to go down great when he's talking creepily like that.
Here, come and sit on my knee and let me tell you about the power of story.
Nope. That's a big nope. I'm out of there. Someone will jump through a window.
That's my NZ's Twitter Secret Santa voice there, right there.
Oh, is it?
Thank God that there's no audio on.
Oh,
Twitter
we need to
Secret
find
Santa.
out who our person is for the Chris and Sam podcast.
I haven't seen anything, so
Yeah,
it's not going to my email.
Yeah, but we better log into the webmail and check it out.
Have we got a webmail?
Yeah, it's built in with the domain. You'll be fine. We'll sort it out. Anyway.
So,
where can people find us, Chris? This has been a bit of a strange episode. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still not awake. So I got here at 4 o'clock this morning.
5
o'clock this morning. I arrived home, went straight to sleep. I've got up. I've tried to sort of wake up. I've got work to do. I've got to practice this presentation because, let's face it, I'm not going to practice it over the weekend while I'm in my 24-hour movie marathon. So,
Chris is living the dream, and you can find out all about what Chris is up to at chrishanlon.nz.
chrishanlon.nz. But more importantly, go to thechrisandsampodcast.com, where you can find all the information that we've shared today.
Yes.
See the embedded videos and what have you. Might even put a sneak peek picture from the Wonder shoot with me dressed up as if I'm going to a wedding.
It does look like he's going to a wedding.
Like that. And otherwise, you can follow us on Twitter at Chris and Sam Pod.
Hello to our Secret Santa person if you're listening to this.
Yes.
If you've made it this far through.
I feel so sorry for you. And
the Chris and Sam podcast on Facebook. Just do a
Pod.
search there and you'll find us.
Yes.
We better stop talking.
All right. See you next time.
See ya. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to subscribe and we'll catch you next week. Don't forget to tell your friend.